Hi, I'm Kelly at Book and Paper Arts, and today I have a pep talk about how and why we should give ourselves permission to be creative, and then some. I am going to be just reading from my notes because I've been working on this video for 3 days, and I still don't have it memorized, and let's go. If you have seen some of my posts here on YouTube, you know that I sometimes end up by saying something like, now get up and go make something. When I first said this a couple of years ago, it was because I was looking for a tagline. I was trying to find a pithy sign-off. But after I said it, something happened that I didn't see coming. I got some amazing feedback, and it is the same feedback that I got a couple of years ago that I continue to get today when I say, now get up and go make something. And the feedback, the comments go something like this. You know, I was coming to the end of the video and I was thinking about going off and doing blah, blah. And then you said, get up and go make something. And I thought, oh, you know, I think I will. And then I went to my workspace and I made something. I made some stuff and it made me really happy. And I needed to hear that. Well, that made me think that this certainly wasn't just a tagline. And it made me think that maybe we need that reminding. All of us. A reminder to get up and create and make in our everyday, in this one precious life. I should have seen this coming because as a teacher, I have found that for a lot of people, especially adults who come to the studio for a lesson, they aren't really coming to learn how to make a good journal page or a clever collage, at least not initially. What they've really come to me for is for permission to make. I cannot tell you how many times I have, someone has come and paid good money to go to a workshop that I'm giving, and they have the materials list, and so they brought with them something to work in, and it's a brand new blank sketchbook. And I cannot make them start working in that new sketchbook. They don't want to do it. They don't want to get it messy. They don't feel as though they have permission. So we stop what we're doing and they get a pep talk, and then they kind of believe me and they get started and they start working in their blank book, and then we are off and running and learning and making. Whew. It's as if they have an opinion about themselves, and it's as if we have opinions about ourselves, about how much creative and physical and psychic space we deserve, that we are allowed to have, to take up. Or it's as if we feel that there is a finite amount of creative freedom. And if we use it all up, if we spend it and use it all up, there won't be any more. And so we're tempted to hoard it and play it safe. But there is one thing that I know. And that is, if you play it safe, if you are cautious, and you ration out that permission to create and to make, you may very well come to the end of your life. We may very well come to the end of our lives with that permission saved up and never used, like a wallet full of unspent gift cards. Let's don't do that. As a teacher, my work as a teacher has shown me that a lot of us are hoping against hope that someone will just come out of wherever and tell us that we are mistaken, and that we do have permission to use that creative freedom and to show up and to make. So that is actually why now I continue to say, get up and go make something. Because if you need to hear it from somebody, why not hear it from me? Goodness only knows we hear from our inner critics way too much. What if I make something and it's not any good? What if other people are judging me? What if other people are thinking, what if I think I'm special? Our inner critic says, who do you think you are? And if thoughts like these have never crossed your mind, not even from a little far away, slantwise, then you are one of the lucky ones. Because I make and teach art for a living. And these thoughts, from time to time, will continue to circle and try to find themselves in Past the Ramparts. It's just the way things are. It's ingrained. I suspect I learned it from before the time I could even talk. And make no mistake, running those thoughts off time after time takes vigilance, and it takes reminding. So, I'm reminding. I'm saying it. Who do you think you are? Well, let me tell you who you are. You are someone who deserves to make and draw and write and glue and paint and sing and go big, or bigger at any rate. You know what you need to know to begin. Even if all you know is that you want to begin and you don't know what comes after that. I mean, you're here, aren't you? Then there's this. Not only are you good enough, not only do you have permission to show up and to make, you need to. You need to show up and make, because making is important. Even if it begins with taking a pencil and making a wobbly drawing of a rock in a school notebook. Just that takes permission to imagine and do something about. A page, a card, a junk journal, a slow-stitched piece of fabric, a poem, a mixed media, what have you. This messy world needs you to make something. Yes, you. Because as you give yourself permission to show up and play and make and be creative, then you are giving permission, just that much more permission, to everyone else around you. You know, maybe they're not looking, maybe people aren't looking at you and judging you. Maybe they're looking at you wondering how you ever got up the nerve to try, and they want to do the same. And as you do this, you are spreading that permission forward. You are becoming bolder, and you are helping everyone else who sees this to also become a little bit bolder. And I believe this in my heart and my soul, that if we could all become just this much bolder and this much truer, the world will be a better place, or at least a more creative one. Now, if you have any ideas or suggestions of your own about how to give ourselves creative permission, about the power of creativity, or indeed anything else that's on your mind, please consider putting it in the comments below, and then we can all compare notes and read it and share. If you are new here, please subscribe to my YouTube channel and be sure and turn on the notifications. Stay tuned. Join me in a few days. I have a flip through of a 60-year-old travel diary. No, it's not mine. Now, happy making, and get up and go make something, because it matters. Bye.